So we finally get an explanation as to why Morgan chooses not to kill on The Walking Dead. Now, Lennie James, the actor that portrays Morgan, finally gave us an explanation as to why Morgan does not kill. I mean, obviously, we've heard him say it many times that all life is precious, but what exactly does he freaking mean when he says that? So, this is where it was. First, let me give you a bit of a backstory with Morgan, the character. He was first introduced in the first season of The Walking Dead. Over the course of the show, Morgan has evolved into a complex character who strives to maintain his humanity in an inhumane world. When Morgan was first introduced on Walking Dead, he was a relatively peaceful man looking after his son. Sadly, his son died in later seasons, and Morgan slowly lost his grip on reality. I mean, what parent wouldn't, you know? When he reemerged in season 5, Morgan was completely different. He had taken up arms against all those who sought to do him harm, both Walker and human alike. Armed with a bow staff, Morgan became a force of nature. However, his conscience began to weigh on him. In recent seasons, he changed his ways and made a vow to not kill anymore. This crisis of conscience became a huge part of Morgan's character arc. But with the Savior's waging war on his people, it seemed like the wrong time to lay down arms. In an exclusive interview with us, James recently explained why Morgan refuses to kill other survivors. Though Morgan has killed in the past, James's explanation speaks towards his character evolution and how he views the world. It also hints at what the future holds for Morgan on both The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. And this is what Lennie had to say, and I quote, "I think that the conversation Morgan is trying to have with himself and with the people around him, a statement that drives Morgan forward is that, and I quote again, all life is precious," end quote. And he is trying to walk a path that adheres to that belief. I mean, that's kind of obvious. I mean, that everyone wants to like stick to their guns and we just stick to their beliefs. I mean, I fuck with that right there. I really do. He isn't absolutely saying you shouldn't kill under any circumstances. He's saying you should exhaust all other options before you do it. We know how to kill the walkers. We even know how to walk amongst the walkers. If you can stand having guts covered all over you. So we know how to survive. What Morgan is saying is, how are we going to choose to live? And I think that is a really important conversation that the characters need to be having and the show needs to be having. And Morgan is at the forefront of the conversation, I think. End quote. Makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, shit. I think I would ask myself that very question. I would have myself that very conversation with myself every single day if I had to, and with other survivors if I was in that world. But moving on, James's explanation of why Morgan refuses to kill is another essential part of how the character has evolved over the course of the show. He's without a doubt one of the most physically threatening characters on the show. However, much like Jesus, he is trying to find a better way. Sure, the show takes place in a barbaric post-apocalyptic world with terrible threats, but Morgan still remembers what things were like before. He remembers living relative peace, and as James said, he is trying to get back to that. Like most of the characters in the Walking Dead world, Morgan is trying to figure out what it means to survive. Based on James's comments, it sounds like Morgan's vision for the future involves finding his moral center. Hopefully his journey will be explored further on the Fear of the Walking Dead, and maybe he can find some semblance of peace and balance. Walking Dead Season 8 releases on DVD and Blu-ray on August 21st, tomorrow. But this has been your boy, Sherry Speaks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content, hit that notification bell so you can stay updated on whenever I drop content. If you have any requests on what videos you want me to do, please let me know in the comment section below. It's always welcome, always will be. This has been your boy, Sherry Speaks. I love y'all. God bless.